1. Hook. Imagine your startup is thriving. Suddenly, your AWS services go down. Customers can't access your app. Understanding what causes them can help you build more resilient systems. 3. The simple explanation: hardware failures, network problems, or even human error. When these occur, you might experience slowdowns or complete service interruptions. It's crucial to grasp that while the cloud provides flexibility and scalability, it also requires a proactive approach to ensure uptime. 4. Real-world example. Let me share a real incident. A few years back, a startup I was working with relied heavily on AWS for our backend services. We were hosting our application on EC2 and using RDS for our database. One evening, we noticed that response times were soaring. Upon investigation, we found that our RDS instance was struggling. The CPU usage hit 95%, and our read replicas couldn't keep up with the request rate of 1,000 per minute. Customers were complaining, and our revenue took a hit of around $2,000 that night due to unavailability. We learned that the root cause was a misconfigured auto-scaling policy. Instead of scaling up the RDS instance when demand increased, it remained static. We had to act fast. We manually scaled the RDS instance, which cost us an extra $300 that month, but it saved our reputation and restored service quickly. 5. What to do instead. So, how can you avoid such pitfalls? Here's a step-by-step framework. 1. Monitor and set alerts. Use CloudWatch to monitor metrics like CPU, memory, and IOPS. Set alerts for critical thresholds. For example, alert at 75% CPU usage on RDS. 2. Implement auto-scaling. Configure auto-scaling for EC2 instances and RDS. Set up policies to scale based on CPU load. A good rule is to scale up when CPU exceeds 70% for more than 5 minutes. 3. Optimize database queries. Regularly analyze and optimize slow queries. Use tools like AWS RDS Performance Insights to identify bottlenecks. 4. Create a failover plan. Set up multi-IaaS deployments for RDS. Ensure that you can failover within minutes if primary resources fail. 5. Test your backups. Regularly test your backup and recovery processes. A good practice is to restore backups quarterly to ensure they work. This proactive approach not only mitigates risks but also prepares your team to respond effectively if something does go wrong. 6. Common mistakes. Here are 5 common mistakes I've seen, along with ways to avoid them. 1. Ignoring alerts. Not acting on alerts leads to bigger issues. Ensure alerts are actionable. Train your team to respond quickly. 2. Neglecting performance testing. Skipping load testing can lead to surprise outages. Conduct load tests before major releases to understand limits. 3. Underestimating backup needs. Relying on default backup settings can be risky. Customize backup plans. Store backups in different regions. 4. Lack of documentation. Not documenting processes leads to confusion during crises. Maintain clear documentation for all configurations and procedures. 5. Forgetting to update policies. Using outdated scaling policies can cause performance issues. Regularly review and update scaling policies based on usage patterns. 7. Quick checklist to ensure you're on the right track. Here's a quick checklist. Set up CloudWatch monitoring and alerts. Implement auto-scaling for EC2 and RDS. Optimize database queries regularly. Create and test a failover plan. Document all processes and decisions. 8. Summary plus CTA. AWS outages can teach us valuable lessons in resilience and preparedness. By understanding the real problems, implementing proactive measures, and avoiding common mistakes, you can ensure your startup is ready to handle whatever comes its way. If you found this video helpful, leave a comment below sharing your experiences with outages, and don't forget to subscribe for more practical tech insights. Bonus practical tip: if you're unsure what to pick, start with the simplest option that ships today. Then measure for 7 days, latency, errors, deploy time, and cost. Only upgrade when metrics force the decision, not fear. Quick recap: keep it simple, avoid over-engineering, and build the smallest thing that works. If you want a real demo or checklist, comment demo. Subscribe for practical AWS, DevOps, Docker, and Kubernetes lessons.